Okay, so a preview of next episode. The next episode is about making decisions for other people, and you're going to learn more about the fate of Yasmin St. Patrick.
How could a judge grant him bail?
We're only hoping you getting your sister back.
Bigger monster than his father.
We're getting ready to take over Queen.
You're gonna ruin everything we worked so hard for.
Someone who has access to you is framing you.
You gotta be sure.
It was to protect you. You're playing a dangerous game.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 2, Episode 7. This is the final prediction. So all week long, we've been going over different fan theories. We've been going over different exclusive clips. Now it is time to make those final predictions. So down below, I want you guys to let me know exactly what do you believe is going to happen in this next upcoming episode. I want to give you guys my final predictions. We're going to go over some of the promo pictures that they put out earlier on in the day, yesterday. And then we're going to go over, once again, the trailer for episode 7. Now, the title of this episode is called Forced My Hand. The last person that I can remember that said that was your boy Ghost when he was telling Tariq the story about Breeze and how, of course, he loved Breeze, but Breeze didn't want to listen to him, so of course he forced his hand. In this episode, whose hand is going to be forced? I guess we're going to find out very, very soon. But let's just go over the extended description for this episode. This is the extended version, so let's just go over it. Now the description reads, in Forced My Hand, Tariq is out of jail but with an ankle monitor on and finds himself on a quest for normalcy, which is not in arm's reach as he returns to school and attempts to find evidence of his innocence. Helping Tariq, as always, are Davis and Sax. But Tamika emerges as an unlikely ally, helping Tariq not only with his case, but with his familiar relationships as well. Unfortunately, while things may be looking up for the case, the criminal side of Tariq's life takes a turn for the worse, as Tariq learns that Mecca will no longer supply drugs for Course Correct. With this new information, Tariq is left with one lingering question. Without product, how in the hell will he pay his legal fees? So that is the extended description for this episode, which should give you a little bit more information on what's about to go down. Your boy Mecca, he said, I'm cutting that water off tonight. I'm cutting that water off. Since Monet ain't gonna let me see my son, well, she forced my hand. I gotta cut it off. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. This is gonna be a very interesting episode. We're gonna go over these promo pictures first, and as I told you, after that, we will give those final predictions for the trailer and for this episode. So let's begin. Now, in this first promo pic, we can see your girl Diana in the background. And in this next episode, man, your girl Diana, she just may turn into Dirty Diana and get a little bit loose. Now, Tariq, of course, he ain't about to let Lauren up in there, but they did this on purpose. They wanted Lauren to see Diana, and man, I cannot wait to see her reaction. You already know she's going to be pissed off. Now, we're going to talk more about this pic and this actual storyline once we go over the full trailer. But man, this is going to be crazy. This is why I had to put this as the thumbnail, because I knew y'all was going to be cracking up when y'all saw this. Man, your boy Tariq is like, man, I got some new cheeks tonight. I am good. And Lauren is like, okay, I got you. Where that rollie at? It's time to snitch. Then we get to your girl, Professor Miracle, man. And this promo pic, just look at her. She looks very upset, like something is about to go down. We know, we went over those exclusive clips. Professor Miracle is not going to have a good episode, and that is a fact. And her secret with Zeke just may get put out. And I'm trying to figure out what is she going to do if that information actually does get put out, right? And in this promo pic, we can see your girl Lauren approaching, Professor Milgram. They're having a conversation, and it seems like they're at I believe like a memorial dinner or something like that. I know Lauren did mention that in one of the exclusive clips, that she was going to be giving a speech. So it could be that or something else. but we do know Lauren will be pissed off, and this secret just may be at a high risk of getting put out. Now we get to your girl Monet, and from this picture, it definitely looks like she's at Stanfield. Maybe she went to go see Zeke to see where he's at. Maybe she's just up there lurking, trying to find out some information. But we do know she is looking very pissed off. Monet is very pissed off in probably almost all of these episodes and pictures that they do put out. And I got a feeling in this next episode, she gonna be pissed off once again. And speaking of Zeke, we see him in one of these promo pictures right here. He's out there putting in that work. Will he find out the truth about Mecca? I mean, how long would Monet be able to keep this a secret? We know eventually that secret will come to light. You're just not going to be able to do that. This man damn near 30. Tell him that's his pops. Mecca is his pops. He's 30 years old. The man need to know who his daddy is. Plain and simple. We ain't got time for all these games, Monet. Come on. Now your boy Brayden, he's looking very concerned. And maybe he's at the same place that Lauren and Professor Milgram and all them at. Maybe like a dinner, like I told you guys. But he's looking very concerned. Did he find out some more information? Is his family at risk? We know that he was supposed to be getting that book, which he grabbed it in the last episode for Tariq. Hopefully we find out the conclusion of that storyline. And speaking of that book, your boy Rashad Tate will be very pissed off. Now I believe this is the same scene where he's going to be talking to your boy Tariq, telling him, you need me. I am the only one that can help you get your sister back. So we're going to see if that's going to be the case. But this does look like the same scene that they put in that trailer. Also in these promo pics, we see, of course, Davis McLean and Cooper Saxe. And I believe maybe they're, getting some information from Tamika. She's probably telling them like, look, this boy Tariq, he's about to become a monster, or he's going to be more of a monster than his pops. He's getting worse. We have to, step in and do something. And I think the conversation will hit Cooper Saxe a little bit more, seeing that he has a long relationship, a long history with Tariq and the St. Patrick family. So it's going to hit a little bit harder for him. Now let's get into this trailer one final time and go over those final predictions for what's to come. Now, we know Professor Milgram is going to be very upset that Tariq is back on the campus. And I'm going to tell you right now, my final predictions is she will have a very bad episode, as I told you guys. And she probably needs to be worrying about other things. Probably that little secret of her getting her cheeks clapped by Zeke. Because Tariq should be the least of her worries. And I believe she's going to find out that in this next episode. And your boy Rashad Tate, he's probably going to once again tell her, look, you don't need to be worried about that. I mean, legally, Tariq is good because they don't have enough to book him. He is out because, of course, Rashad Tate put in that word to that judge, and that's why he is out. So you already know he is going to defend that somehow, some way when Professor Milgram starts to complain. Also, your boy Rashad Tate will tell Tariq, look, I am the one that you need. I am the one that can help you get your sister back. So as Courtney Kemp said, we should be getting the conclusion of what's going to happen with Yasmin. And as I read the description for you guys, we do know that Tamika, she's going to step up to the plate and try to help Tariq out with all of this. He's going to need everything. He is going to need everything, but Tariq cannot piss off Rashad Tate. He owes him that book. Hopefully Rashad Tate gets that book and gets that leverage over Brayden's uncle. But if he doesn't, it's not going to be looking too good. And based off that conversation, the way Rashad Tate was looking, he was looking very, very pissed off. So we will find out the conclusion of all of this, man. Your girl Yasmin, at the end of the day, she's in a lose-lose situation. Hanging around her brother Tariq, yeah, that's cool and all, but we already know what time it is. Tariq is not in the right state of mind. He is not, ready to be taking care of Yasmin, in my opinion. He got too much on his plate, and he will be putting his sister at a high risk of getting hurt. Your girl Tamika is back, as I just told you guys. So once again, she is going to be helping Tariq out. And she's going to tell him, look, this is what you need to do. It's funny because in the original Power, we're so used to seeing Tamika and Cooper Saxe try to take down the St. Patrick family. And now all of a sudden, they are both defending him, which he needs. He needs these resources, right? Just like your boy Davis McLean needs Cooper Saxe, your boy Tariq needs him as well, and he needs Tamika. So I do think that is a leverage for Tariq, and hopefully it actually helps out. Now let's get to the final predictions for your boy Lorenzo. He is back. He ain't playing around. He wants to take Drew on a crazy mission. And I got a feeling, man, somebody's going to get hurt when it comes to this mission. We already talked about the exclusive clip between Lorenzo and Monet. So we already know that he did something with Drew. Drew done went out there and put in that work. And he's talking about he wants to take over Queens. I got a feeling it is a possibility that they're going to meet up with Mecca. In the last episode, Mecca told Kane, set up the meeting. I want to have the meeting with Lorenzo. So we're going to see if that is the case in this next episode. And if that is, man, I cannot wait to see it. I want to see the interactions between the two. Your boy Lorenzo is going to be like, man, this dude look just like me. Damn, he may be my brother. And then we get to your boy Drew, and you can see he got the strap, or at least that's what it looks like. Hell, it can be somebody else, but they do show Drew putting on, the little mask or whatever over his face. He about to put in some work, y'all. I'm telling you that right now. We know with Drew, he's the type of person, when it's time to put in work, he gonna put in work, even if he doesn't really want to do it. He will get the job done. And in this little scene right here, it definitely looks like that could be Ev. As I told you guys, I got a feeling that this is not going to end well for your boy Ev. Is this Drew following him? Is that Monet's car? Is something bad about to happen? We're going to find out, man. But I got a feeling Drew will have a very explosive episode. Now, final predictions for your girl Monet and Mecca. We already went over this exclusive clip as well. So we already know she's going to tell Mecca to stay away from her and stay away from Zeke. And that she don't want him meeting him at all. I already told you guys. He needs to know who his daddy is. The dude is damn near 30. And Monet, she running that mouth, right? So I guess she's going to force Mecca's hand. And Mecca's going to be like, okay, I see what time it is. So it's time to cut that water off. And it's time for war. It's time to send those shooters out there, man. It's about to go down. And speaking of shooters, we went over this as well. This girl is supposed to be Mecca's shooter. Her name is Raquel. We talked about her character. Courtney Kemp, even in her live stream, she talked about her and she said we need to be looking out for her in this next upcoming episode. I got a feeling, man, this girl is somebody that you do not want to play with. As you can see right here, she got that scope. She got those lasers. She's not playing around. She's about to put in some work. And I got a feeling she may drop some bodies off in this episode. Final predictions for your boy Cooper Saxe. He's actually trying to help out Tariq. At the end of the day, Davis McLean told him, look, we work for Tariq. He is paying us, so we cannot come at him pretty much telling him what he has done, right? We have to defend him. Cooper Saxe is going to tell Tariq, look, whoever has access to you is trying to frame you. So hopefully that opens Tariq's eyes up and he starts to realize, like, man, maybe it is Lauren. I mean, Kanan already told him in his head, it's the people that you love that screws you over, right? So, like I said, your girl Lauren is definitely a person Tariq needs to be looking out for. And speaking of Lauren, final predictions. And it's based off this scene and based off the picture we talked about earlier. Your girl Lauren, she's going to want to go and have a conversation with Tariq. Of course, Tariq is going to be like, nah, I'm good. We know Diana's going to be in there. And Lauren's going to be very, very pissed off. And I wonder what your girl Lauren is going to do after she sees Diana up in there. She's probably going to run to her room and say, you know what? I need to go back, put that rollie on, and get some info because this dude pissing me straight off, man. But your girl Lauren, she's going to be upset, trust me, when she sees Diana up in there. And speaking of Diana, Tariq is telling her, you got to be sure. The question is, what is he talking about? My final predictions for this is, I got a feeling your boy Tariq just may be the first person to clap Diana's cheeks. Or I could just be reaching. I could be completely wrong, but I got a feeling, since they've been kind of hitting at it since season 1, and then once again in season 2 with Effie, they was hitting at it, and then they was hitting at it again with Monet telling Diana to stay away from Tariq. They just keep hitting at it. So I got a feeling this just may be that episode, y'all. It could be that episode. Your girl Diana, she about to be listening to that Marcus Houston first time, and then she probably gonna be listening to that Young Jock first time featuring Marcus Houston. And your boy Tariq, he's probably going to be listening to Young Jock Knock It Out, which lets us know those cheeks definitely going to be getting clapped up in this episode. Or they could just be talking about somebody else. I mean, at the end of the day, I could be reaching, but I got that funny feeling that something just may happen. But we do know Diana has some issues with Kane. Her and Tariq did talk about Kane in the past. Also, Lorenzo was back, so she could be letting him know some information about him as well. I just can't wait to see what the conversation is going to be about. Now, let's get to the final predictions on these shooters right here. They could be Mecca shooters. They could be Mahoney's boys. At the end of the day, we do know some action is about to pop off in this next episode. And we do know every time it is some action popping off in any of these episodes, it definitely seems like Mecca is always connected to all of it. Now in this picture right here, I believe this is Carlito. I could be completely wrong. I'm thinking it is Carlito because Lorenzo said we need to get a little bit closer to his number 2. And I got a feeling your boy Kane, he's going to follow Drew. He's going to try to interact and get involved in some of this. I can be completely wrong with this as well, but I got a feeling Kane is going to show up somewhere along the way. Because in the next scene, they show Kane and Drew having an argument. Kane's talking about, I did everything to protect you. And y'all know how Kane is. In the past, Monet has told him to follow Drew and go make sure everything is good. When Lorenzo, when he was in prison, he told Drew to go handle the little guap thing. Kane followed him because Monet wanted him to. So it's not surprising that Kane will follow once again to make sure Drew does not mess up. Unfortunately, something bad is going to happen. Somebody's going to get hurt. Drew's going to be pissed off, and he's going to take his frustrations out on his brother. So we're going to see Drew and Kane go at it. I can't wait to see this because you already know Drew, he's been very upset for the last, I want to say, second half of last season in all of this season because he got shot. Of course, he's trying to recover. He's trying to prove himself, and his pops is back. And we already know since Lorenzo was back, Drew, you already know he got to be feeling himself, especially since Lorenzo sees something in him. And Drew, he's a monster for real. Remember, Drew is not going to, do anything crazy unless he really has to. He's not going to sit back and allow someone just to walk over him. He will put in work. So we're going to see what's going to happen with him and Kane. Now, final predictions for your boy Davis McLean. Professor Milgram, of course. We know he's going to be telling her you're playing a dangerous game. Carrie Milgram, I hope you learn your lesson. I mean, you stay getting your cheeks clapped by everybody. We know what you've done in the past. And right now, it seems like you're doing something else. Davis McLean, he is trying to warn you, whatever you're thinking of doing, you probably need to stop. We know she's going to have a conversation with Rashad Tate. Something very bad is going to happen to her. I told you guys, could be a possibility that the information about her and Zeke gets put out there and that can mess her whole little career up or at least get her suspended. Something major is going to happen with Professor Milgram. And knowing her in that conversation she had with Rashad Tate, she's going to try to get back. She's going to try to go out there and do something stupid. Like, okay, y'all think y'all had me. It's my turn now. I'm going to go back and I'm going to shoot my shot once again. I'm not giving up that easily. Rashad Tate put that battery in her back. Y'all saw that exclusive scene. He told her, if you're anything like me, you're never going to give up. You're going to keep fighting and all this. Well, we're going to see how much Carrie Milgram is going to keep fighting. What I do know is she going to keep getting those cheeks clapped for sure. Whether she fighting or not, we know that's a fact. Those cheeks definitely getting towed out the frame. Now, this is my final predictions for episode 7. You guys, you let me know exactly what you think is going to happen. We went over the extended description for this episode. As I told you, Mecca, he is turning the water off. He ain't supplying no more product for nobody, at least for Monet. Maybe some other people, but not Monet. That's a fact. And since that's going to happen, your boy Tariq definitely has to figure out a way how he's going to get this money for his legal fees because he needs Cooper Sacks and Davis McLean and all them on his side. So what is he going to do? It's only one way to find out. We got to tune in, watch episode 7, and see what's going to happen. This whole war between Mecca, Lorenzo, Monet, it's about to get crazy, man. It's about to get crazy. Hopefully, Monet's little secret comes out. That way Zeke can know the truth. This damn near 30-year-old man can know the truth about who his daddy really is. I want to see it. I want to see exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. And also, once again, Courtney Kemp did mention that we want to see some old school power, characters return. The question is, are they going to return to episode 7, 8, 9, or 10. And we talking about, of course, Cristobal, 2-Bit, and Roberto. We know that 2-Bit was mentioned in the last episode from your boy Tariq. So hopefully we get some more information about something, right? We gonna find out very, very soon, man. But thank you guys for all the love, all the support. I will be dropping the quick thoughts, early impressions video for you guys after episode 7 airs. So stay tuned for that. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.